everyone, Merry Christmas. Last week we talked about how God, the Word, became a human being named Jesus, which lines us up perfectly on this week's topic on Christmas. Christmas.
Can't believe it's almost Christmas!
This season, everyone seems to be a bit more cheerful. We decorate trees and put up lights everywhere. And of course, we get presents.
Present.
Everyone likes presents. On top of this, Christians celebrate Christmas in order to observe the birth of a man named Jesus Christ. Hence, the Christ in Christmas. Okay, maybe I was the only one who didn't know that. Let's just get into it. So why is Christmas so special? Today we are going to answer this question. During Christmas, we like to say things like joy to the world or peace on earth. But what makes this season especially good from the perspective of the Bible? One writer says, Christmas is the story of God's becoming one of us. So another way to ask today's question is, what does the birth of baby Jesus have to do with us being happy? Does God becoming human change anything? In the book of Matthew introduces the birth of Jesus in a spectacular way. In the history of God's people, no matter how good people may seem, ultimately people tend to choose themselves rather than to be with God. And the end result is, people end up choosing darkness rather than light. In Matthew chapter 1, Matthew gives us a bit of a backstory by using the family tree of God's people. That's a lot of names, right? Let's turn off the lights so we can see clearly. Matthew's genealogy could be broken down into three major sections. From Abraham to King David, the goodness of God's people seems to be quite dependable and optimistic. From the time of Abraham, the goodness of God's people seems to go up, up, and up, leading to King David himself, who was after God's own heart. But after King David, people again chose not to be with God, and ultimately, God's people were captured by other nations. So the dependability of human rulers took quite a nosedive. However, in this third section, the people of God were hopeful that God will restore them once again. They were filled with anticipation, hoping that God will someday send them a savior, perhaps somebody even greater than King David. But the main surprise in this third section, instead of seeing someone like King David, we see a man named Jesus. The name Jesus means God saves. In Matthew 1:21, an angel says to Joseph, "And she will bring forth a son, and you shall call his name Jesus, for he will save his people from their sins." In other words, Jesus is the peak of humanity's hope, saving them from their destructive downward spiral. But why does Jesus need to be born as a human to save people? This is because there is something super special about Jesus. You see, Jesus is fully human, meaning in every single way, he is like you and I. He understands our struggles and pain, and also times of great rest and joy. He is acquainted. He knows the highs and lows of our journeys in life. On the other hand, Jesus is also fully God. He's capable of restoring all things. What this means is, Jesus acts like a bridge for all of us, bringing humanity back to God. Jesus made a way for us to come back to our Father in heaven. So what's so special about Christmas? Well, to put it in simple terms, this is a season the church remembers the wonderful gift that God has given to everyone so that they can have true peace in their lives. While the world could be a yucky place, God makes a way for us to find true happiness in Jesus. So once again, Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a good time celebrating with your family, your friends, and everyone else. Try not to eat too much. But most important of all, never stop searching after God because He wants to be with you more than you realize. So I'll catch you guys next week. I'll see you later. So, what's so special about... This is a season the church. This is a season the church. This is a season the church. Peace.
Peace.
Merry Christmas.